What's up, guys? I'm back for my second video of the day. We're gonna continue on with the theme of fixing, to me, a bad Halloween sequel. To me, this is the worst of them. To me, this is the worst Halloween film. This is probably my least favorite slasher film. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And I think there could have been a good film in this. Because as one person, I like the first one. I've said this before. For what it was. I also, the way I view it is, I look at it as almost like how Nolan did Batman. It's a more realistic take. It's not my definitive Myers. I like the supernatural, more eerie Myers. That's always gonna be my favorite. But I do, for what it was, I enjoyed the first one, and I even look at the first one as like a one-off. But if they were going to do a sequel, what Rob did is not what they should have done. Because the shitty part is, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take that opening and make it canon. Because in my view, that was the only good, really good scene of the film. I thought it was shot well. The lady's reaction to getting killed by Myers, I actually like the grunts. It makes the scene much more brutal. And then that chase, that little callback to Halloween 2. But then for it to just be a fucking dream, and the problem was the way he was shot, like, cause he got flown out of the ambulance. Then they cut to the hospital, so it's like almost like it works. He walks out of the ambulance, then goes to the hospital. It's like, I for it to just be a dream scene. So no, we're gonna take that scene, but I'm gonna change the ending. So we're gonna go from where Michael chases Laurie throughout the hospital. So it plays out very much like the movie did, but the ending is Michael kills the guy that Laurie was hiding, and then she decides to run out. And then Michael kind of looks on, and then that's how the film will kind of start. So we will take that ending and kind of go from there. So. So we're gonna get rid of that that Loomis version, because that's the other her. The biggest thing, that what they do to Loomis was so stupid. No explanation for the way he was, because I actually like Malcolm McDowell as Loomis. I do. In the first one, I really thought he did a good job. Yeah, he wasn't Donald Pleasance, but he doesn't have to be. He can be his own Loomis, and I thought he did. Shit. I thought he did mostly a good job as, modern, like a or modern Loomis, but he still has that trying to stop Myers. But then in this, they just straight up, oh, he's an asshole now who cares about book sales. So no, we're getting rid of that. We're gonna go to, he's in the hospital. Brackett confronts him, and maybe you do have a scene where Brackett is mad about his daughter, but then Loomis has to tell him, like, at the end of the day, he wants to stop Myers. I think that's what the film should have been. I actually really like the dynamic from the first one with Loomis and Brackett. I think we should have got more of that. And then, because in the second one, it's just Loomis is a shit, and Brackett wants to, like, strangle him, basically. It just, and everyone dunking on Dr. Loomis, like, that was so, nah. So we're gonna get rid of that, getting rid of the ghost horse. We're gonna keep the look Michael has in the beginning throughout the film, where his mask is a bit damaged. You got a bit of blood because he got shot in the face, but he doesn't. I don't like the whole Michael in a hoodie. That looked weird. That just looked weird to me. So we're gonna keep that look he had in the beginning of the film, because I actually think I didn't mind it. It's kind of like what they're doing with Kills now. Like, you had his look in 2018, and then in Kills, it's just his mask is a bit cinched. But we're not. They didn't overly change his design. Because at the end of the day, it looks cool. The effect looks cool. So it would have been cool. So maybe there's a little hole, so you can maybe see his eye a bit. But I don't like the whole, like, he doesn't wear the mask, and then no, he's wearing it throughout the film. No taking it off. We're also trying to I'm also gonna change the whole Laurie thing. We're gonna try to make Laurie much more likable. You can explore that trauma aspect and not make her super unlikable. She was straight up unlikable in this film. Like I almost wanted her to die. And I didn't mind Scout in the first one. She was okay. She was like a more it's in a more modernish Laurie who's like not against dating, isn't as like bookwormy like Laurie was in the first one, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with changing that a bit, but she still had that like innocent aspect, but then in this she's just straight up unlikable. So her and Annie do live together, but they should have grown more as friends because I think that's what would have made that death scene, which I'm gonna keep. I like that aspect of the film. Laurie, Annie dying, getting killed by Michael. Obviously, Michael's gonna look different this time. No stupid him in the hobo Myers with the big fucking hoodie. It just no. But it's still gonna play out the same way pretty much. Because I do like that scene, but you gotta build their friendship more and more throughout the film. That scene where Laurie finally finds her dead. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still think, as bad as that fucking film is, that scene was well executed. Still, but it would have been better if they weren't, because that film they were arguing the whole time. I didn't like that. But I guess they were trying to go for like what you don't know what you got till it's gone type of thing. But I think it would have been better where you build their friendship more and more because I like their dynamic somewhat in the first one too, and then they just let's have them bicker the whole time. But no, you actually have and then yeah, you can have some of those gothy chick characters from the second one, but they all know each other. Get rid of obviously the whole ghost horse, ghost Michael. Get rid of that shit. We're just gonna continue with Michael trying to get Laurie. I think you just keep it simple. That is the biggest thing with this film to make it. I think you could make it a tolerable film. You needed to make it simple. That whole ghost horse element was fucking retarded. It didn't lead to anything. It didn't make sense. It was just let's do a ghost horse. I don't know what the fuck they were going for there. So yeah, you kind of keep the pace throughout the film. Loomis and Brackett are trying to stop Michael while Michael's obviously trying to kill Laurie. Then we get to the scene where Michael kills Annie. Well, I'll have it to where Brackett and Loomis are gone from the house. They had to do something, so it's just Laurie and her friend and Annie. Michael breaks in. Laurie and her friend manage to make it out, but then she realizes Annie's not with them. Then you have like a scene where obviously I would have liked kind of if Laurie saw Michael kill her, obviously from a distance, and she just seeing Michael stab her, and then obviously Michael chases them, and then obviously eventually something happens where she comes back and finds her body, and then obviously I would keep the scene of Brackett finding her too. I think that scene was fucking beautiful. It didn't deserve to be in that piece of shit film, but that scene was really good. So I would keep that. So, but Loomis is with them too, though, and maybe Loomis is like holding him and trying to like calm him down and shit. I think you make that so you kind of keep the same thing. Michael kills Laurie, not kills Laurie, but kills Laurie's friends, and then kind of you can even have the same kind of ending where Michael takes her, and then now Loomis and Brackett have to try to stop Michael from killing her. Then and then you even have a callback to the first remake where this is where you take his mask off, but when they did it in the first one, you kind of keep that same look. You don't give him this big beard or anything like that. Get rid of that shit. So no big like hobo beard. We kind of keep that look you had from the first one, where he just had really long hair and kind of covers his face. Maybe you have a bit of red because obviously been shot in the face, and then he tries to recreate that. Laurie realizes it because Loomis tells her that he's her brother, so she knows by this point. Then seemingly she joins him, but she grabs a knife and then she stabs him, and then the cops come. Michael tries to chase Laurie, and then you could have the cops shoot him to shit, and then he dies. So this is how you could end. Because to me, I'm okay with Rob Zombie's take, or at least my take on the second film. it can work as like ending it, like because Michael in this isn't supernatural. You could chalk it up to maybe she didn't shoot him in the right place where it didn't kill him fully, but Michael gets shot to shit by multiple cops, like bunch of cops, include even Loomis. And Loomis maybe like sacrifice, because I do like the idea of Loomis dying with Michael. You kind of end it that way, so they both die together, type of deal, and then kind of end it. So I think you could have taken this film and make taken sorry, you could have taken this film and make it a good film. I just you get rid of the ghost horse shit. You get rid of um, you change Laurie's character. You get rid of the Loomis character change for no fucking reason. You continue from where we get left off from Loomis from that first one. Michael doesn't take his mask off until the very end. Oh, also no scene where he says die. None of that shit. We get rid of that. You just streamline the film and it just is a continuation of the first one and then it ends. It ends with him getting shot to shit and that could be fine because now we're in and that could be a decent trend. Now we can transition where we are right now with Halloween 2018 and Kills. So I just think you could have just needed to, if you're gonna do a second one, you end it. You have it be a definitive ending, but you also get rid of that weird shit Rob added. So that's my take on how you can fix Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I think there's multiple ways you could fix this film, obviously, not just mine, but I just wanted to give my take. So, yeah, guys, one more day till Halloween Kills. Hopefully will be seeing it tomorrow. So if I see it early enough, I will definitely try to get my review out tomorrow. And it will be spoiler. So I will definitely put spoiler in caps. It's gonna be spoilers. I don't do the whole spoiler free then do it now. I'm gonna do spoilers. So don't watch my if I review it tomorrow or this weekend anytime. It will be spoiler review and I'll make sure to put spoiler in caps on the video. So yeah. And I can't wait. So that'll be tomorrow. But other than that, um, I'm gonna peace out. I'll do the 3 days grace video probably on the weekend. I'll just try to get it out really quick but it's just because Halloween Kills is tomorrow and stuff like that, and I gotta see what's up. If I see it tomorrow, I could probably do the 3 days grace video like tomorrow night or something. So, other than that, I'm gonna cheers, peace out. But other than that, fuck Warner Brothers. Fuck Disney. Fuck La Bitch James. Fuck Joy Reid. Fuck Kevin Smith. Fuck Joe Biden and his administration. This has been my fixing on Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace!